Okay, let's talk about erasing an object. So to erase our object, we can invoke the command erase simply by pressing the erase button on the ribbon. We can select the object. Once the object is selected, we can press return, and that erases the object. Of course, we can use the command line to prompt the command. So if we type E into the command line, we get erase. And again, we can erase the object. So how do we select objects? Selecting objects is a really important part of the Autocad process. So there are a few main ways of selecting objects. We can click on them. So if I invoke the command again, erase, we can just click on them to select it. And each object we click on, it will be selected. The next method is called the crossing polygon. So if we left click anywhere in the screen, we'll get a box, and this box will be green and it'll have a dotted edge. We can zoom in just to see what that looks like. And wherever that crosses, that will select an object. Okay, so if I select these 8 objects, notice that up at the top here, that's not been fully selected. It's just these lines. But even though that's the case, all the objects are selected. So it's called a crossing polygon, and it's always green. The next way is that we can use a window selection polygon. And to do that, we click anywhere onto the screen, we left click, and then we drag downwards and to the right. In this instance, the first box, which is only half enclosed by the window polygon, isn't selected because it's not fully enclosed, whereas this box here is fully enclosed and therefore it is selected and it's erased. The next way to select objects is to use what's called a fence line. So if I type F, I can create a line, and whatever is crossing that line will be selected. That's called a fence line. And I select those objects and erase them. The next, to give an example, is to use what's called the last object or the previous object. So if I want to make a polyline, and I copy it, and I erase, if I select L for last, it will select the last object that was created. If I select P for previous,